My neighbor called 911 because my pool gate was locked. She wanted a spectacle. Instead, she got a citation she'll never forget. I'm a fire marshal. Here's exactly what happened. If you love sweet, well-deserved payback, hit like and subscribe, and stay until the end because karma does paperwork, and it's delicious. I remember the sting in my chest when I heard the siren. It was a bright Saturday. Sun on the water. Kids' laughter muffled behind my locked gate. I'd screwed the deadbolt because of recent vandals. The same HOA president, Karen, who marched up every Sunday with complaints like they were accessories. She had a bright pink blazer and a voice built to make people small. When the dispatcher asked for the complaint, Karen's voice was theatrical. There's a child at risk, locked pool. I could feel heat behind my ears, that slow simmer before something snaps. I could see her now, clipboard held like a badge of moral superiority. I didn't rage. I planned. As a fire marshal, I know the rules, the paperwork, the tiny details that make or break an HOA tyrant. 2 days later, I showed up in uniform, calm, clipboardless, professional. Karen's face when she saw me was a slow, open-mouthed crossword puzzle. You called emergency services for an alleged hazard that didn't exist, I said quietly, watching color drain from her already too made-up cheeks. I ran the pool inspection, gates, locks, signage, all perfect. Then I asked her a few public safety questions she couldn't answer. Her volunteer position required training she hadn't completed. That's when I wrote the citation: failure to follow HOA emergency reporting protocols, misuse of emergency services, and a fine for filing false complaints. She sputtered, tried to point, to scream, but the words were trapped behind the pink blazer. Neighbors gathered, the ones she'd lectured for years. The HOA board couldn't ignore a fire marshal's citation. Her petty power crumbled into paperwork, mandatory training, a public apology at the next meeting, and a fine she'd bragged about never paying. I felt a weight drop out of my chest like a key from a pocket. Relief tasted like cool water. Justice wasn't fireworks, it was procedure. It was using the rules she weaponized against her. Sometimes the most satisfying revenge is quiet, precise, and absolutely lawful. If this felt good to watch, smash that like button and tell us in the comments, have you ever seen someone get their comeuppance? Subscribe for more stories where karma reads the fine print.